doing what they do, and they're going, oh, let's look at likely voters. Well, if you're only doing likely voters, what are you basing it off of? 2016 turnout? If you base it off of 2016 turnout, you're going to get a very skewed picture, because that would mean turnout is pretty low. So that's why there's a little bit of a sleeper Bernie vote that we are kind of relying on in the same way, and they pointed this out like this guy did. There was that sleeper Trump vote, people who supported Trump but were too afraid to say to the pollsters, and new voters who would come into the fray and voted for Trump. People who would have sat on the sidelines, and then they came out and they voted for Trump, especially in the states that mattered for him. He targeted the proper states for the Electoral College. So it's a similar dynamic that you would see with Bernie. And the best example I could give of this is 2016 Democratic primary, Michigan. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Bernie was down massively in all the polling that had been done in Michigan. Hillary was blowing him out of the water in Michigan. I mean, it was like, I don't remember, so I don't want to, say the wrong thing, but I think it was at least 20 percentage points down, Bernie Sanders was. Could have been as high as 30 percentage points down. And then he won the primary there. Why? Overwhelmingly high turnout, staggeringly high turnout, and they went for Bernie. Young people turned out, went for Bernie, and he won. So we can do that in this election upcoming too, but we have to do that. We have to do that. We have to turn out people everywhere. So, but this is a longer way of me saying, don't get too down when the polls don't reflect him not doing too well. Don't get too down. Because no matter what that number is, you have to understand that any election Bernie would win would have extremely high turnout, and the polls are not accounting for that extremely high turnout because it's atypical. By definition, it's atypical. So, just know that. But don't stop fighting. Get out there, make phone calls, knock on doors, all that stuff, because it's incredibly important, and this is how we win.